Hello, happy 1010 Portal Day. Welcome to my channel, Cosmic Communications, and welcome back to my new show, the October version of Cosmic Gems. My name is Akita Akari Aurora. I will be bringing this to you around the first quarter moon of every month because the first quarter moon is the Moonology's best kept secret. I hope everybody is well. Welcome to October. We're in the midst of it. 1010. It's a 1010 portal day. And it has been a very stormy October so far. Lots of storms, right? And we know storms are all about ballast, moving us forward, clearing out debris, and just really tapping in with nature, also tapping in with our ancestors. If you don't know, the weather systems have a lot to do with the ancestral energy. Anyway, well, let's not go too far or too deep, but let's focus on the first quarter moon. And I love the first quarter moon. I've been working with it all year. And it has been, or she has been teaching me how to use it and how to come into more and more sacred alignment, as well as how to move forward with action steps. That's what the first quarter moon is all about, our actions, making those steps forward. I came up with ABCD, right? It's the action steps that we need to incorporate or just do, right? First quarter moon is all about doing. What am I going to do next? What do I need to do now? It's about actions, right? So it's the actions that we take in order to come into balance. And we're bringing in our commitments and our decisions, right? We're bringing all of that into balance. So, what actions can I take that bring into balance all of my decisions and all of my commitments? And today is Thursday, so it's Jupiter's Day. That's all about expansion. So we are making steps forward. What steps can I do today on the 1010 portal day? And in some areas, I think it's like the 1010 and then 1011, time differences and all of that. So we get one good day, but it's like 2 days, depending on where you are. And really, it's about flowing with the moon energy. So you're not out of sync, right? But it's once you connect with the energy, you can always make that action step, right? So we make that action step to come into balance, coming into balance again with our commitments and our decisions for expansion. A, B, C, D, E. Isn't that some nice sacred flow? All right, that's an alphabetic cosmic soup for you to chew on today during this 1010 portal. And I don't know if you can hear the winds outside, the hurricane, the storm, the tropical winds. Mother Earth is speaking with water and wind. And what is she saying? Well, let's get into it. Let's get into it all. What is the first quarter moon all about? Well, first, let's talk about the moon phases because moon has 8 phases, right? So let's talk about the moon phases. And I'm been making some notes, so I'm going to go into my notes and I'm going to go into my files with all of this, right? So there are 8 moon phases, and we're in October. Even though it's the 10th month, does carry that eight energy as well. So the 8 moon phases, what are they? We have the new moon, which helps us to set our intentions. We have the waxing crescent moon, which is good for rebuilding and self-improvement. And then we have the first quarter moon, which is the third phase of the moon. No coinkydinky there, right? 3 is always about what? Catalyst, and transformation too, right? So interestingly enough, that the first quarter moon, where it supports us in stepping forward and doing those action steps. It's also about changing course too, but we'll get into that later, right? But the first quarter moon, again, it's the third step, transformation, catalyst, moving forward, doing what is required, those action steps, right? And then we have the waxing gibbous moon, which is the fourth phase, right? And that then follows the full moon, which is all about coming into harvest and celebration. And it can also be like showing us either it's something has come full circle or something has come down to shutting it all the way down, right? I sometimes say, well, let's just wait until the full moon, see what see what will be revealed. Because much is revealed, much is illuminated and shown with that full moon energy. The waxing gibbous moon is about, sorry, reflection and readjustment. That's before we go into the full moon. And then we have the waning gibbous moon, which is about looking inwards and reevaluating things, right? And then we have the last quarter moon, which is the um, seventh phase, and it's about cleansing, releasing negativity, releasing old habits that are non-serving or binding us to old things, right? And then we go into the eighth phase, which is the waning crescent. And that is rest and regeneration and self-care, right? So the moon supports our shifts. The moon supports our moves. The moon supports, just like she goes through different phases, she the moon supports us coming into different phases um, and forms until we get into our fullness, right? We set an idea with the new moon, which is not seen most of the time. It's barely seen. It's just, the sky, but we know that new moon is out there. The idea is there. So we plant the intention, we plant the seed. And then as we go from new moon to full moon to waning and waxing, we are doing different things, right? So that's why also on this channel, we're also about coming into flow, right? Sacred alignment is about being in flow. And being in flow is about expanding as well as constricting, right? Going with the beautiful rainy days as well as navigating the storms of life, right? So, so we go with the flow, we come into form, and then we come into more and more fullness, right? Through these different forms and phases, right? So the first quarter moon, like I said, I think it's the best kept secret because it really is that bridge that helps us to walk across from the new moon to the full moon because it's that action step. So a bridge always helps you get from one place to another. So I'm calling the first quarter moon that bridging moon, as well as if we look at the shape of the first quarter moon, it is, and I just learned this yesterday. Well, I could see that it's the shape of a D, right? And that's in the northern hemisphere. But in the southern hemisphere, it's the shape of a C. So I thought that was also synchronistic because C and D, commitments, choices, decisions, right? So, and direction in a little bit, right? So we make a decision and then we move forward in that direction, right? So the C and the D of the first quarter moon, which is just its shape, right? Helping us to make those decisions, make those commitments, and come into balance, make those action steps, right? So the C and the D, right? So remember that first quarter moon, C and D, commitments and decisions, right? All right, and if you don't remember, just look up in the sky, and the shape of it might give you that clue, right? It's time to make a decision. It's time to make a commitment and what action. It's all about action, so we must do something, not think about it, not reflect. First quarter moon is about action, right? What can I do today? All right, so it's a time of action. First quarter moon is a time of action. All right. It's also about reassessing. I have two little dogs here, so you might hear a little barking, especially a little feisty one. And if I have enough time, I might tell you a little story about what went down this morning. Because the first quarter moon is about action. So it's also about reassessing. It's about making adjustments. It's about moving forward with determination, right? Um, I took these notes from different oracle books, different my calendars, everywhere, right? So sometimes if I made a note, I'll make a reference to it. But all of this is coming from different oracle books and calendars and everything I've experienced since I've been tapping into the first quarter moon or preparing for this one, right? So it's obstacles during the first quarter moon, obstacles raise their head for decisions to be made. All right. So does that feel familiar? I mean, we are having a lot of storm energy in my universe, right? It's time to make a decision. And obstacles, storms have definitely shown up, right? The obstacles have risen for people to make decisions. These storms will remove obstacles. The first quarter moon helps to remove obstacles and helps us to remove obstacles and to push forward. Okay. So sometimes the storm just comes so that you can that cleansing, right? And that clarity to rebuild and know, okay, once the storm blows this away, I must rebuild. So really it helps us to move forward. Um, and then this was so interesting. I just learned this yesterday too, that the first quarter moon, that the reason why we're only seeing why it's the D shape or the C shape is because the whole of the right side is illuminated due to the sun and the moon being side by side. And I said, oh my goodness, that's why it's so powerful. The moon and the sun are side by side. So because the right side is being so illuminated, we only see the half of it, right? But know that when you see that first quarter moon up in the sky, and it might be up in the sky because sometimes we could see these moons in the day. Like I took a picture last month, and it was just I think 2 months ago, and it was just beautiful in the middle of the day. Know that the sun and the moon are side by side. And it's also we're in Libra season, right? This is a cosmic gem. So um that also came into mind too, because Libra season is all about partnerships and relationships, right? So I thought about that too. It's like, okay, side by side, right? The moon and the sun are side by side, not in the same house, but side by side. So I thought that was interesting. So again, just digging into what this first quarter moon is all about, right? The different phases and why the first quarter phase is like I'm calling it the best kept moon secret because it's not talked about so much. All right. So some other little facts about the first quarter moon is that it comes in 7 to 10 days to the new moon. And I think today's first quarter moon anyway, we won't get into that. Comes into 7 to 10 days after the new moon, and it really brings up challenges and crises for us to make decisions. So here we are. Here we are. And then where is the moon today? I took some notes from astroseek.com, right? So we can bring all of this together. Where is the moon today? The moon is in Capricorn. It is 1010. It's the 1010 portal. It's Thursday, Jupiter day. So that's all about expansion. And the sun is in Libra and the moon is in Capricorn. So I'm going to read from astroseek.com what today's moon in Capricorn is all about. Okay. And it says it's a strong need for being useful to the society, and you look for justification in the outside world. All right. You may underestimate what you want for yourself and from yourself. Hmm. Shyness may be accompanied by resentment of the fact that others ignore you. So look at all these things on this 1010 portal day, right? Moon in Capricorn, right? So we might feel a strong need again for feeling useful or being useful by society and looking for the outside world's justification. So if you don't get the outside world's justification, Justification today, don't be bothered, right? Stand in your own power and just say, hey, I had fun doing it. And I hope you had fun doing it, right? But sometimes we look for that outside justification and we don't get it. And then it hurts us. Don't let it hurt you. And today might be the day that, hey, you realize I'm not triggered by not getting justified by the outside world anymore, you know? So see your growth. Okay. You might underestimate what you want for yourself and from yourself. Sometimes we are looking for other people to do what we are required to do for ourselves. So then we are underestimating our own self, right? So again, looking outside when really let's look inside. And then it says shyness may be accompanied by resentment of the fact that others ignore you, you know. So those are like rejection, rejection, and maybe some rejection and abandonment issues. So if they're coming up, just remember, hey, it's moon in Capricorn. Don't give that too much power, but process it. Take some time and go inwards and really process why these things are coming up for you or how you can overcome them. Not why, because we know why, because the moon is in Capricorn. Right? And it says, do not seek approval from the outside. It will not help you to get rid of your doubt and it is harmful to you. So don't seek outside approval today. Don't do it. Be happy. Do what makes you shine and glow and flow and just feel good from the inside and let other people enjoy it later. You know, don't look for that uh approval today, you know, and don't be sidetracked or start to doubt yourself. And that's where this beautiful Amazon crystal is gonna come in, which is also a part of this um energy today, right? Of clearing away our doubts and then our anxieties and our worries, right? The Amazon crystal is the crystal for this month. So it will be talked about with this quarter moon energy, right? And it says that you have to trust in your inner values, right? So no outside looking today, right? Do what makes you happy. Do what makes you feel good from inside. Do what brings you joy and passion and completion, you know? Do what, play. Play today as I got dressed up. I definitely tapped into the dolphin spirit and I said, yeah, we're going to play today. We're just going to take this and then we're going to play. I'm going to have fun, right? So that's what I'm doing. I'm having fun doing what I love to do. All right. 10 portal day. And I love a portal day. All right. So that's the first quarter moon energy standing outside of October, just what that first quarter moon is all about, as well as what today's first quarter moon is about. It's just a little astrology about that because the moon is in Capricorn. So look out for that. Looking for others' approval and then, making you feel bad because you didn't get it. Self awareness is so, so powerful. So if you feel those self worthiness issues coming up, just take a step back and realize, oh no, I'm not gonna let that moon get to me today. I'm gonna I'm gonna rise above my emotions, right? And rise above my triggers, the tiger's eye, right? For those that follow the crystal, we're gonna overcome our triggers by having that tiger's eye, right? All right, so I wanted to talk also, I want to bring this message forward again. It's all about the first quarter moon, and its messages I am guided on my path. I am guided on my path. And that's why every month we are going to focus on the first quarter moon and really bring forth that energy because it's an alignment with the moon energy and it really is saying I'm ready to take the actions that I need to take in order to bring forth more balance and determination and my decisions, just the platform, my decisions, the foundation that I'm standing on. I'm going to expand with these decisions that I've made, right? So that for platform for expansion, right? And we act, we do what we are guided to do, right? I am guided on my path, right? So when the quarter moon comes in, we're like, all right, I've been thinking about it. I've been dreaming about it. I've been seeing the signs and the symbols. Today, I'm going to do it because I am guided to do this. And this is my path. All right. So that's really what working with that first quarter moon energy allows you to do. Right. And it asks, what single action can I take today to bring me closer to what I desire? Right. Isn't that beautiful? What single action can I take today to bring me closer to everything I desire, right? So think about that. What can you do today that will bring you closer to the things that you are desiring? Um, all right, so let's get into some filters, right? What has been coming to me? Um, with this first quarter moon energy and like just the crystal is the Amazon crystal. Let's start with there, right? So again, we're talking about what action steps that we can take to move closer to what we desire. And this month, the crystal that came up was the Amazonite, right? And all about life purpose, right? And isn't that a big message, right? And isn't that perfect for the first quarter moon? What action steps can we take today to bring forth things that we desire in alignment? Because this is all about sacred alignment and focused empowerment in alignment with my life purpose, right? My Amazon, my Amazonite. And the Amazonite crystal is about harmony. It's about truth. It's about communication. It's also about strength and power, right? So it's that combination, just like the water, just like the water. It can be harmonious and calm, peaceful, but it can be strong. It will definitely show you its power and strength, especially in storm energy, right? So that Amazonite has that beautiful balance of all of that, that strength and that calmness, peace and that power. And really, as we step into our life purpose, we got to have all of that, right? We have to have the flow of the ocean as well as the strength, right? It's the strength of the storm, the Amazonite. All right, so I'm just going to go to some of my notes just so I could go through this a little quicker. Um, the Amazonite, tie it into to everything that we're going to be talking about. Now, bring my laptop a little closer so I can just scroll through my notes. All right, so the Amazonite, it's about, well, the color range, deep blues to green. Right, where's the crystal? Put the crystal too far, right? Deep blues to green, right? And aquas in between, right? So we have different color ranges with the Amazonite as well, right? Deep blue, turquoise, so blues and greens, right? Amazonite comes in different colors. A little fun facts about it. Ancient civilizations such as Egypt, India, and Mesopotamia used this stone, and even the scarab ring was found in King Tutankhamun's burial chamber. So it's a stone of kings, and I would say queens as well. All right, because the Amazon crystal makes me think of if you follow my crystal clear crystal blog, the Amazonite crystal reminded me of the Amazon women, right? Those warrior women, the Amazon River, as well as the Amazon forest, right? So it brings in all of this energy of strength, the warrior, and we're in this Libra aspect, Libra Aries aspect, which coming together is the peaceful warrior, right? So the Amazonite, the warrior woman with its peace and harmony as well. So again, it's that calmness with that strength. And it's a beautiful merge. It's a beautiful merge of energy because sometimes we got to be calm. Sometimes we got to be strong. We can't really stay in one of those modes. It won't serve us, right? So it's good to have that gentle waltz of knowing, hey, I could tap into my calmness. I can tap into my strength and power, and I can use them when I want to use them differently or together. Right? So it's the peacekeeper, truth, harmony, communication. It soothes our nerves. It calms our heart. It's a blue ray rejuvenation. And when we think of blue, it's ocean, it's the deep blue, it's the aquamarine, it's the turquoise waters. The blue has such a beautiful range of color variation that we can tap into, right? It's the aqua of our higher self, right? All of that. It encourages adventure and love and inspiration and free speech because it activates our heart chakra through the green and our throat chakra through the blue, right? So activating both as well as it's supporting our worthiness. It's supporting our identity. Who are you, right? So it's supporting all of that solar plexus energy, right? So we have the gold, no pun intended. I just happen to have these colors up. So we have the gold of the solar plexus, as well as we have the green of the heart and the blue of the throat. So it's solar plexus energy, right? It is heart energy as well as it is throat energy. So again, as we're in this 10-10 portal today, the first quarter moon saying, hey, action steps. We're going to use our solar plexus. We're going to use our strength. We're going to use our worthiness, our sense of worthiness. We're going to use our courage. Right? We're going to use our heart. We're going to use the fullness of our heart or the truth of our heart. Hey, how am I feeling about this? Let me just be truthful and honest about this. And this shows my courage and my strength, the courage to speak truth and to be heard or not to be heard, but I spoke it. And that's enough. Do with it what you may. Speak your truth. Not everybody's going to be happy with it, but you need to speak your truth either which way, right? So, and that's courage. That's some courage, right? So it's the strength of the warrior that is able to have the heart of truth, courage, and speak that, right? The Amazonite, right? Life purpose, right? What did you come here to speak? What truth did you come here to say? What action steps? What do you need to do next to make sure that you are living in truth and harmony and that you're always speaking and walking your truth, right? That is centered and aligned with your life purpose, always bringing you closer and empowering you more and more towards your life purpose, okay? Let's see. The Amazonite also helps to calm the environment and to dispel any negative energies that may be near. So that's environmental as well as remember the internal, with also with our doubts and our worries and our fears. So again, on today, the 10-10 portal day, first quarter moon, we can just say, you know what? I'm not going to give in to my worries. I'm not going to give in to my fears. I'm not going to give in to my doubts. I'm going to push forward and I'm going to do something today that impacts my future, that brings me closer to my life purpose, right? That brings me more into sacred alignment too with my path and my guided path, right? So all of these things we can use to help us come into our fullness as well as come into our new form because this season is all about the new form of you and allowing yourself to stand on that new foundation, that elevated foundation, that new octave that we step into with October, right? After we finish the whole nine, and then we start over again with one and zero. Zero always represents spirit, one represents you. So October is a really big month of starting over at a new level. All right. The Amazon empowers and strengthens any intentions, and it's most of this stuff I also incorporated in the crystal message. But if you didn't get that, now you get the audio. All right. And reminds us that we are in control of our own destiny and our decisions. First quarter moon, A, B, C, D, decisions will affect our outcome. All right. So, again, what can I do today that puts me closer to my desires, right? My life purpose, bigger than my desire. But why wouldn't your desire be in alignment with your life purpose? And when I was preparing for this, I was reminded of my prayer that I used to say every day in my 20s, that my will and God's will be one. My will and God's will align. That was my constant prayer. It manifested. I know it has, right? So always wanting your will and God's will, whoever you call it, God, universe, whatever, goddess, let it be one. Let it be one. All right. Um, and again, it clears away fears, doubts, worries, replacing low vibrational energy with positivity, optimism, and hope. Okay. And it reminds us to stay flexible throughout all the twists and turns of life. Connect with the Amazonite. Uh, okay. All right. So that's a good little that's a good little merge, right? This is a good crystal for us to into this month as we go through this Libra aspect month, as we attune ourselves and weave with this beautiful first quarter moon of the 1010 portal. Not just say, because it landed on a portal day, portal days, we feel that energy 3 days before, 3 days after, so we got some potent days to work with this 1010 energy that just happened to coincide with the first quarter moon, pushing us forward. All right. It says the stone represents emotional bravery, harmony, and balance. It broadens one's horizons and enables one to see both sides of the situation. All right, let's see what else. Uh, It improves your ability to set boundaries with others and gives you the courage to stand up for what you believe in. All right, so that's the crystal aspect. All right. So if you have some Amazonite, get some. If you don't have some Amazonite, get some. If you do have Amazonite, pull it out this month. Pull it out today and work with it in order to get you closer to your life purpose, as well as bringing all of these things into alignment, right? Sacred alignment is so important. It's also beautiful to experience. It's beautiful to experience, and it helps us to do what we're doing with more ease. I was thinking about that today, just this because it's the channel Cosmic Communications, it's sacred alignment and focused empowerment. And that word, feeling safe, even today as we are this week, as we are dealing with the storms, we want to feel safe, right? And there's so much safety factors coming up, even in terms of what we were experiencing. Well, not we, but what we observed and what we were holding space for last week with the strikers, right? They wanted to know that their jobs were safe. So safety is a big theme now, and also stopping to allow that safety, to secure that safety, right? And I'll talk more about that later. Allowing things to stop, power of the pause. All right. So that's the crystal aspect of this first quarter moon energy, right? The Amazonite comes out to empower us and strengthen us and say, yeah, man, move forward. Take those next action steps with power and with truth, right? And with strength and with harm courage, right? So the Amazonite comes to support that, right? Or to support you with that, right? And now let's look at it from, now I'm going to tap into the galactic calendar, and I love a synchronicity. And no, it's just perfect. I just like I love when life supports life, right? Life reading into more life. Look at this. This is the picture for this month on the galactic calendar. Hello, blues and greens, the Amazonite, right? Isn't that beautiful? Okay. And so the galactic calendar today, now galactic calendar is different, all right? And so on Cosmic Gems, I'm going to be talking about the crystals that I'm working with when the first quarter moon comes around, as well as what is the galactic energy of that day, right? Got to go back to my notes. Galactic energy for today is self-existing blue eagle. Now we're going to get into that. All right, let's see. I made some notes. I actually wrote out the mantra, right? Yeah, blue self-existing eagle and is guided by magic. Now, the galactic calendar, you could get your own. I've been studying it or working with it for the past 5 years. Every year, get a little deeper into it. It is layers and layers and layers of stuff. You can get a lot out of it, right? So I won't try to teach you what the galactic calendar is, but if you tap into the channel, we'll be working with it. So you might just learn through observation and listening. All right. So every day there's a mantra. And today's energy, today is 10/10, October 10th. Let's see if I can actually pull it up. Yeah. Today is the 10th, 10/10. And it is, can you see that? Yeah. It is blue self-existing eagle. Okay. And it's kin number 95. It's kin number 95. And okay, so on the galactic calendar, let's give you some characteristics of the first quarter moon in the galactic mind frame, right? And this is first quarter moon energy, not self-existing, but we'll talk about that as well. So the galactic calendar on the first quarter moon energy days, it's about extension, right? It's about courage. It's about balance. That's where I got the B from for the alphabetical soup. Right? It's about balance. It's about organizing. It's about confronting. It's about motivating. It's about asserting. It's about materializing. It's about form, empowerment, and pursuing. You get it? So that's first quarter moon. That's what it's supporting us in, sending ourselves, encouraging ourselves, balancing out ourselves, organizing, confronting the chaos, the storms, the challenges, motivating, asserting ourselves, standing in our power, speaking our truth, speaking what we want to come into existence, right? That throat chakra energy. Materializing, really doing something. Again, it's not reflecting, it's not thinking, it's not seeding, it's doing. But seeding is a doing too, because you could go out there and just literally seed, do the action step, anchor. Anchor. It's about anchoring for that materialization, forming, empowering, pursuing. Right? Okay, I'm going to go after this, right? When you're being pursued, someone's coming after you. So pursue your dream, pursue your next steps, right? And it's guided by magic. I love magic, right? So the mantra for today is I define in order to create, measuring mind. I seal the output of vision with the self-existing tone of form. I am guided by magic. And I'll repeat it. I define in order to create, measuring mind. I seal the output of vision with the self-existing tone of form. I am guided by magic. All right. Say it 3 times on your own. If you're in three energy, right? 3 times the power makes it even stronger. All right. So that's the mantra for today. That's the mantra for blue self existing ego on this beautiful 1010 portal day. Okay. And the blue self existing ego each day also corresponds with a chakra. This one corresponds with the chakra, right? So even if we merge all of that in, the Amazonite was about our heart chakra and our throat chakra and our solar plexus. And now we're merging that in with the um, blue self-existing ego, today's energy, galactic energy, and that's about our crown chakra and everything coming into vision and creating, right? So it says vision is a gift, right? The sorry, the eagle, the blue eagle is about our visions, right? And it's about creating at our mind. So the galactic calendar has tones and it has tribes. So this tone is self-existing, the self-existing tone, which is 4. And the tribe would be the blue eagle, right? So just to separate it a little bit, right? The tone of the day is self-existing, and the tribe of the day is blue eagle. So I'm going to talk about the blue eagle, right? Which is the tribe, right? So that's about creating and vision and mind. And it says vision is a gift. And I'm taking this directly from the calendar. The calendar is so potent. Get your calendar. Be careful of the calendars you keep. I'm a big advocate of calendars. All right. Vision is gift. Vision is a gift. Portray and reveal so others may also see. Bring your perspective from the highest, most all encompassing viewpoint possible. Access the visionary within, seeing and believing in that which has manifested. Give flight to your sacred vision. I'll read that again. Vision is a gift. Portray and reveal so others may also see. Bring your perspective from the highest, most all encompassing viewpoint possible. This is Blue Eagle energy. Access the visionary within, seeing and believing in that which has manifested. Give flight to your sacred vision. That's the message of today on this 1010 portal day. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that so synchronistic with moving forward and the action steps to come into alignment with our life purpose, creating more balance? Blue represents the West as well as represents transformation. The eagle represents the high collective mind, the visionary, the creative, having planetary consciousness, having a grand planetary perspective at that, right? The broad and objective viewpoint, right? Beyond one's narrow perceptions. It's about discovering our unique personal contribution. So that's the energy of today, 1010 portal, right? Discovering our unique personal contributions, right? And the first quarter moon is saying, move forward with that. That's how you bring your life into more balance. That's how you step into your life purpose, right? Through our unique personal contributions to the planetary perspective, right? So not thinking small, actually thinking very, very big. Again, the Amazonite, big, big things, big, big energy, right? Evolve and transformation, the evolving and the transformation of our reality, right? unlimited clear seeing, fertile imagination, and it's guided by magic. All right. So again, to me, magic is nature. Magic is when you come into the alignment of the truth of who you are, as well as the truth of what nature is, and coming into truth of you, the truth of nature, magic, right? Because again, easing and flowing into manifestation, as well as into death, for the rebirthing. People are scared of death. Death or rebirthing. All right. It doesn't happen by itself. Death or the rebirthing. The shedding for the rising. All right. The death for the regrowth. Right. All right. So Kin 95, let's look at that number. 9 is solar energy, right? Pulse, realize, intention. And again, the sun and the moon are side by side, first quarter moon, right? So that 9 energy is showing up. And that 5 energy, right? 5 energy is about a breaking through, right? Also from here, the 5 is overtoned, empowered, radiance, right? So both of those together, pulse, realize, intention, empower, command, radiance. That's some first quarter moon energy, right? That's being assertive. That's stepping into these action steps, right? Moving forward, right? As we command and empower and radiate our message, our truth. Radiance, the sun is radiant, right? So it's about sharing and giving and extending, right? And having radiance, like glowing, right? So what you are shining on to others and glowing into the darkness of the night, right? Uh, and fourth, the fourth tone, I love a fourth tone. It's about defining and measuring and form. Okay? Really, when we define something, we give it form. When we measure something, we really are saying, oh, what is its capacity? How long am I going to be able to do this? How much depth is this? Can you hold? So again, defining something, naming something. They say once you name a thing, it's a thing, right? So when you define it, what are you defining it as, right? So we define, we measure, we form. And it's structuring into the third dimension. So again, that fourth tone is the tone that gives us structure in this 3D earth. All right. So remember that, right? Tone is measuring, defining, forming. And again, the first quarter moon is about doing that action, right? So we must define, we must measure, we must form in order to set the foundation again that we expand with, that we move forward on in this 3D realm. Okay. So again, when we move forward, it's like, what are you moving forward as? Who are you now? What is your form? What is your definition? What is your platform? What is your foundation? All right. And move forward on this first quarter 10-10 day with that, your new form, your new definition, or your expanded or elevated. Fourth tone is also about stability, uniform foundation with nature's order. Oh, the fourth tone, it says it's about uniform foundation, which nature's order builds upon action revealed. So again, that fourth tone, it allows nature to build. And think about it. Think about nature, the trees, the earth. And that nature needs a platform as well in order so she can grow. So that's what the fourth tone is all about. Again, it's the 10-10 day. So we're not just moving forward and what action step should I take? It's about moving forward again on this new platform, moving forward with that gives you structure in your new being. at your new level, right? So again, the storm energy coming in, but through the storm, we can stand firm on our new platform and decide this is what brings me joy. This is what is going to bring more peace and balance or create more peace and balance and harmony and truth in my life. And this is what I'm going to move forward with. And the storm helps me to make this decision. The storms of life, it gives us more clarity of what we need, what we do not need. All right. To build and expand with, define, accept, assess, unveil, determine, measure, scheme, and dream. You got to come up with a plan. All right. It says the wisdom of the four tone of tone four assists our development by observing that when recipes for creation are recorded, others can then replicate and build upon our evolution, discernment, formulation. So again, if we tie that into that life purpose, right? It's also saying that, hey, this is a day where, again, you planetary put your uniqueness into the whole mix and you show others how you coming into form, they can come into form. That it's okay. And you don't have to do it how I did it, but the process is there that we all can come into form, be a part of this bigger picture that helps our life purpose as well as helps the whole shebang come into more harmony and balance and unity, right? So it's also a global rainbow bridge activation day, guys, meaning that, really take a moment today to center yourself, connect yourself with the earth. I did this morning. Connect yourself into the earth and just breathe and feel that connection and feel that energy coming from Mother Earth, really coming up from your feet. Feel where it activates within your body and whatever it is in your heart that is good for all of us, send it out. Send it out there. Send out your best intentions today to the world. Send out your best artistry out there today to the world. And remember, Moon and Capricorn, don't look for the feedback. Don't look for the praise and the approval. Just do it from your heart and know that you did something for you. You did something for your life. You did something for the planet. That should be enough. Really should be enough. All right. All right. So let's see. I was gonna talk about some other stuff, but I'll do some more videos, and so this one doesn't just be so long. I want to get into, and that's about the galactic calendar. I could probably do some other stuff. I got a lot of stuff to do this month, so I don't want to make it too long, and we'll just get into it in divine timing. But one of the things I do wanted to bring up with that is, that this is a crossing season that we're in, right? In the galactic calendar, it has different colors, and we are in a crossing season. So keep that in mind, right? We are in a crossing season. We have five evolutionary stages, and the stage that we're in now is the crossing season. All right. And what else? What else? And the ego vision is about the planetary. So we talked about that. And we are in that castle of crossing until October 20th. Okay. Remember that day. We're 10-10. So we've got 10 more days of this crossing season that we started on August 29th. So even if you look back and you're like, geez, from August 29th to now, you know what I mean? It's been a lot of shifting, crossing, right? And on October 20th, we go into the blue castle of May. Right? Um, we're also in a season of vision. Been in that season of vision since August 31st. And we go into the season of enlightenment on, guess what? November 4th. Ring any bells for anybody? November 4th starts the season of enlightenment. We'll already be in the castle of burning, right? So a lot of transformation coming through that fire energy, okay? Of transformation and change and catalyst. So just, know that it's coming. Some big things are coming. All right. Enlightenment and burning. All right. Gonna land on November 4th. Whew. Be prepared. Preparation. I am protector, prepared, and protected. That was my mantra for this week. All right. So let's look at this. I'm calling it the civil filter again with this 1010 portal and the first quarter moon, looking at it from the Oracle woman. What signs and symbols have been coming into me? What are the cards showing me? And I didn't even remember that I had a moonology deck till 2 days ago. So I'm going to read, and I just pulled out the card for moon in Capricorn, first quarter moon in Capricorn. So I'm going to read that. But what I'm getting, the reoccurring, trending symbols and signs and messages are definitely the power and the strength of a woman, right? And because the dragon was all about the matriarchal woman, so the great mother, right? The power and the strength of the great mother spirit, as well as even if we take that mothering spirit in terms of Mother Earth, the land, green, as well as the home. That has been a big thing, right? So the home, the land, and the mother, and the power and the strength of all of that and how they play out in your life, right? And your relationships with those things. What's your relationship with your mom? What's your relationship with your home? What's your relationship with the land, right? Really some things for us to think about as we build our new platform, as we step forward, as we do those action steps. Home, relationships, land, healing and restoration, life purpose. I talked about all of that. The warrior women, our ancestors, and some questions that came up. Is your life purpose allowing the healing of your ancestral wounds? Think about it. How can my life purpose serve and impact my home and my family relationships? Something for you to think about. How can my personal empowerment strengthen or assist my family unit? Things for us to think about, all right, as we move forward, as we set these new platforms, as we go deeper and deeper and expand bigger and bigger into our life purpose. How is it affecting our homes? How are these things that are affecting our families? How are our choices and decisions and commitments impacting our hands, the earth, going through hurricane season? All right. Divine timing for us to think about all of this stuff, our relationship with the universe, with the environment, with our ancestors, with our mothers, with our lands, with, all right. Um, I wrote this, so I'm going to bring this forward. I wrote, my great, 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 great grandmother was a warrior woman. Her blood, strength, power, love, wisdom, pain, and victory are alive within me. I honor her life, fight, and influence by you fill in the blank. She calls to me by thunder and drumbeat, reminding me to you fill in the blank. I connect with her and tell her that you can fill in the blank. I'm going to read that again. My great, 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 great grandmother was a warrior woman. Her blood, strength, power, love, wisdom, pain, and victory is alive within me. I honor her life, fight, and influence by she calls to me by thunder and drumbeat, reminding me to I connect with her and tell her that fill in those blanks for yourself. And oh, okay, so two more things, right? I'm going to pull some cards. I'm going to read the first quarter moon in Capricorn message. And then we're also going to talk about, well, let's talk about the season of Asar. And then I'll end it with the cards. That's just a nice way to end it. Right? And like a minute under an hour. I started at 111 and it's almost, oh, well, I'm still under an hour. Okay, I'm still under an hour. All right. All right. So, and again, I'm taking this information from the Kemet Royal Calendar. It's new. I will, with the new channel, I can't links. So I gotta maybe like post this to Spirit Scribes as well as Cosmic Communication. So the links that I want to add, I can add it to the videos that I post on Spirit Scribe, but I can't add them outside links onto the new channel. You know, it's layers to this stuff. So I didn't discover until I was, if I remember that happening before when I created the new channel that I couldn't put outside links, but um, rules at every stage of life. So that's what I discovered. So still trying to work my way around that. But the season of Asa, and this is on the Kemet. Okay? This is the Kemet Royal Calendar. I'll add the link in the Spirit Scribes channel so that if you want to get that, you can get that and have this book. I'm taking this information directly from the notes from the book. It says, nature is we are in the season of Asar, okay? From September the 23rd to October 23rd, we are in the season of Asar. So who is Asar? Nature is renewed on the southern hemisphere. So do humans. Our skins shed and we are flooded with new ideas. This season is also perfect for launching new products or services. All of nature starts to green again after the latent period of winter. Remember, the Kemet Royal Calendar serves the southern hemisphere. Okay, so the seasons would be different. The physical seasons would be different. The spiritual seasons can be one. uh, all of nature starts to green again after the latent period of winter. This indicates the return of hydrogen. And listen, that comet is coming. A3, I think this weekend, right? It's supposed to be most visible. Interesting that it's coming with the storm weather. Anyway, of hydrogen being pumped by the sun. When the sun is on the northern hemisphere, we receive less hydrogen. The sun burns carbon to produce hydrogen. Daylight starts to be longer than nights, and we now focus on physical manifestation of our ideas. Action steps, right? We're focusing on the physical manifestation of our ideas. Scroll down. So says the season of Asar thus encapsulates the essence of the ancient Kemet's civilization connection to the natural world, the Amazonite. Their agricultural practices and their deeply spiritual worldview. It is a testament to the enduring legacy of Asar as a symbol of regeneration, prosperity, and the afterlife principles. that were central to the comedic understandings of the cosmos. And the star is the symbol of rebirth and renewal. So once again, it's perfect synchronicity to all of these messages coming in with the October season, right? The season of Asar, uh, today's 1010 portal, the first quarter moon saying, move forward. The Amazonite coming in to say, what's your life purpose? Are you doing it? Do you need help getting there? Let's do it. Let's do it. Activate your heart, activate your solar plexus, activate your throat chakra. Let's get you to your desires, your life purpose, right? What you came into this planetary realm to do, why you came into the physical vessel that you are in is for your life purpose. Are you living it? And how is that impacting the whole shebang? But most importantly, how's it impacting the land? How is it impacting your home? How's it impacting your family and your genetics, right? Your legacy to come after with your lineage, right? How's it impacting your lineage as well as your ancestors that are that have already passed on, but living through you, right? So let's wrap this all up with messages from the oracle, the Sibyls in me, the Sibylline in me, right? Now, the first quarter moon message, I have to read it because it's just a beautiful message, but I definitely have to read the uh the first quarter moon in Capricorn message. So let's see if we could get both of those in and do it under an hour. But it's divine timing. Whenever we do it or however it's done, let it be divine. Oh, and let me share this month's cosmic gem before I even get into all of that. The cosmic messages or the Sybil messages from the Oracle decks. This month's cosmic gem is definitely, but as everything was coming in, the strike, even before that, just things that were going on in my world. Uh, this actually when the message came into me, it was the easiest way to exit a moving vehicle. This is what Spirit said to me. Easiest way, the safest way, not even the easiest, or both safe and easy, the safest and easiest way to exit any moving, anything that's moving, is to allow it to come to a full stop. Period. I had to do that. All right. Allow things to come to a full stop. So that message came into me a couple weeks ago, and it was like, yes, I needed to stop in order to exit certain things. And sometimes we try to exit things, and while things are moving, while things are just keep on moving forward, even though this is first quarter moon, and it's about moving forward. But this is the cosmic gem of this season. Allow things to come to a full stop. And that will be an easier way to exit anything you're trying to exit. Shift gears, move, whatever it is. And when I received that message from myself, and the more and more I contemplated it and looked at what was going on around us, I was realizing that how many things were coming to a full stop. The strike, even that came to a full stop. They've been negotiating that for months or maybe even years. The strike came up and it didn't last too long. But that day that they decided, hey, we're going to strike, and we striked and they striked, look how long it took for there to be a little improvement along the process. And what did the guys say? Hey, come January, if we're not satisfied, we're coming back out here, right? The readjustments. We do things in phases and stages, and sometimes we need to come to a full stop in order to decide or just to allow the exit, right? It makes it safer. And this message keeps on coming in because it's like before it was like, time is moving so quickly. And I kept on thinking, okay, well, when things are moving fast, if you're on a train, the safest way to embrace this fast movement is to anchor yourself. So again, we have to come to a stop to figure things out, to get this realignment, as well as even the storms right now. It makes us take a pause. It makes us stop what we've been doing, the day to day, and it gives us some, all right, I need to slow things down. I need to reorganize some stuff. I need to get rid of this clutter. I need, you know what I mean? So there's a lot that the universe is saying. Don't be afraid to shut things down. Don't be afraid to come to a full stop, to make some changes, the necessary improvements, rearranges, and restructuring required so that when you move forward, you're moving forward in balance. You're moving forward in harmony. Your expansion is easier, right? And your expansion is safe. It's sacred, it's aligned, it's focused, and it is empowered. All right. So that is my cosmic gem for this month. The safest and easiest way to exit thing that is moving is to allow it to come to a full stop. Period. All right. So let me end this with the first. Oh, it's almost 222. So it's going to be a little bit more than an hour, but that's all right. All right. So I'm going to read this just beautiful first quarter moon message, and I might read this with every first quarter moon video just to ground this energy in of the first quarter moon, the phase of the moon that I've been working with a lot this year. And it really is helping me to come into alignment. Here I am, aligned to so many things. Okay, and the right things. So, first quarter moon, and it's number 2. It says, I am guided on my path. With the first quarter moon, the light continues to expand, creating a growing sense of confidence and further illuminating your path. All that is needed right now is one decision, one choice, the C and the D, one sacred step forward, no matter how small. This movement signals to the universe that you are co creating with it and open to receiving further guidance and support. Part of the magic, guided by magic, part of the magic in your sacred cycles lies in recognizing there is always the opportunity to begin again. The universe is encouraging you to lean into it. Oh my God, that is so trending. Lean into it. Lean into your sovereignty and trust your abilities. You will continue to see your manifestations emerge, and light will shine upon the way ahead. 223. Have faith in the cyclical nature of life and channel it into your intentions and actions, right? So that's what the first quarter moon is all about. So when we align ourselves with that energy, you're moving through life. You're moving through life in sacred alignment, really. I can't, I gotta just repeat those words. It's sacred alignment. You're flowing with the universe. The storms out there, and I'm in here doing this video. I'm not, I'm using the storm to bring forth what I want to bring forth, and it's beautiful. It's also reminded me a lot of 2020. Like when I stepped into shamanism, it was like the world again, things stopped so that people could make this decision about what to do next. And I've been feeling that all year with the 2024 energy. So I did this correlation and reflection of the 2020 timeline with the 2024 timeline. And we're almost wrapping that 2024 timeline up, but there's so much synchronicity with 2020 and 2024. Again, the fours are the doors. The four energy is walking through new doors, and 2020 was a 4 year, and 2024 is an 8 year. So it's 2 times 4, 24. Two doors. All right, let's get into it. All right, and the last card I'm going to bring forth is the first quarter moon in Capricorn. And it has a beautiful message. Its message is to unleash your kindest self. And I actually haven't read this, so we all gonna receive this message together, and I'm gonna read all of it. All right. But it's saying unleash your kindest self. There's the first quarter moon. Okay? The sun is right there next to it. All right, so are you being too hard on yourself or someone else? Do you think you need to be strict with yourself or other people to get where you want to go? Your challenge now is to be disciplined in terms of doing what needs to be done to get what you want without sucking all of the joy out of it. Feeling good about life is one of the most powerful tools you have when it comes to manifesting. So be kind and be your most charming self. That's why the dolphin spirit was like, just have fun with it today. Just have fun. I was supposed to do this taping yesterday or the day before, and I just couldn't do it. First, and I just wasn't feeling it. And today it was like, okay, what you gonna wear? And then this blue, and I was like, okay, dolphin spirit just was like, have fun with it, kid. Just have fun. Turn on the video and have fun. Because I was feeling nervous about it because I've been planning this and seeing this for so long. Right? So turn on your charm and just have fun. Right? The manifesting mix. It says it's good to be realistic, but you don't want to have the stench of reality so far up your nose that you can no longer smell life's perfume. Spa smell. Mm. Now you want to smell life's aromas, right? Especially spa smells. Like, do I have anything close? Ancient lavender, but anyway. But manifesting mindset. Butting heads with others just wears you out in the end. So get into the right mindset. Remember, it's a Blue Eagle Day. And remember, Blue Eagle was also about expanding our mindset from the narrow mindset to the larger mindset. So again, that eagle energy working together with this moon and Capricorn. Get into the right mindset for manifesting by deciding that D again, you're no longer going to take the bait or provide a situation. So again, don't be a troublemaker. I saw this guy yesterday. His t-shirt said problem solver, and we connected and we just kind of like, I said, oh, that's a good t-shirt, and then I walked to my car with eyes. I left my door wide open and the groceries in the car, and he was like, stop. And I said to him, I'm a problem solver too, so I'm covered. I got good energy. But really, sometimes we bring drama and we got to realize, hey, I don't need to bring this drama. Let me not be the person to bring the drama. Again, be the peacemaker, right? An Amazonite, be the peacemaker. And sometimes, listen, some I'm glad I'm guided to go here with this because I was thinking about this being the peacemaker too. Sometimes, guess what? The peacemaker is not succumbing. Sometimes the peacemaker has to say something in order for them to remain in peace and harmony. So peacemaker doesn't also remember there's difference between this. This is saying be kind, be your kindest self, not nice. And we know that variety between being nice, being kind, right? So sometimes that peacemaker, the Amazonite peacemaker, it's about maintaining your own peace and harmony within your own boundary settings, right? Not being a pushover, not being a people pleaser, right? So just remember that because this is about strength in harmony, not weakness. It's a big difference, right? But anyway, don't butt heads. You don't have to bring the drama. Sometimes you could just speak your piece, bow out, surrender to what is, knowing that, hey, I've done what I needed to do. I'm out. I'm not going to fight this anymore. You know what I mean? All right. So it says tuning into your manifest, tuning into your manifesting powers. The solar plexus chakra is your center of courage and confidence. I didn't know it was going there, but I just had to say that because real talk, like that, see that gold? That's that solar plexus energy. That solar plexus is your center of courage and confidence. This energy can restore vitality and help you feel brighter and more secure. So don't be afraid to use that solar plexus energy because sometimes we got to stand in our power and be courageous and confident in what we believe and speaking our truth. Visualize yourself in a column of shimmering yellow sunlight. Hold the card to your solar plexus and call in the energies of the first quarter moon in Capricorn. Thank you for reminding me that I am a loving child of the universe. Energies of the first quarter moon in Capricorn. Thank you for reminding me that I am a loving child of the universe. I'll say it one more time. Energies of the first quarter moon in Capricorn. Thank you for reminding us that we are loving children, women, and men of the universe. When to manifest your magic? Well, it gives different days. And it just says the first quarter moon in Capricorn takes place when the sun is in Libra and the moon is in Capricorn. It knows that true success comes from where? Says that. Uh, true success comes from the heart, guys. So live your passions, live your life purpose, and make sure it's all coming from your heart. I love you guys. Whoever sees this, I love you. Thank you for spending time with me. It is 2:33. Bye. And thank you for joining me on this monthly edition, the October edition of Cosmic Gems. Maybe next week, next month, I'll have an astrologer. Maybe not, maybe, but I'll be here. Bye.